Discover, reflect, transform.
Activity 1, Teacher's Knowledge on Content and Pedagogy, emphasizes the vital link between a teacher's command of subject matter and its integration across various curriculum domains.
This includes a profound comprehension of teaching and learning theories, enabling educators to apply developmentally suitable and purposeful pedagogy based on their content knowledge.
Additionally, the activity addresses teachers' proficiency in mother tongue, Filipino, and English, highlighting the significance of effective communication strategies, teaching methods, and technology utilization to foster optimal learning outcomes.
Domain 1, Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy is composed of 7 strands. First is content knowledge and its application within and across curriculum areas. Second, research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning.
Third, positive use of ICT. Fourth is strategies for promoting literacy and numeracy. Fifth is strategies for developing critical and creative thinking, as well as other higher-order thinking skills.
6. Mother tongue, Filipino, and English in teaching and learning. And lastly, classroom communication and strategies.
During this activity, our group observed Mrs. Grace J. Macapagal's Grade 6 Diamond class at Bautista Central School's PED Center. The focus was on gathering information about how teachers employ their knowledge of content and pedagogy, examining how these strategies contribute to facilitating effective teaching and learning processes.
Hello, teachers! Welcome to Bautista Central School's PED Center! In motivation, Teacher Grace shows images and presents a series of questions, enabling her students to delve into a detailed description of the visual content. This approach used a deductive teaching method.
At larawan na inyong makikita ay may taksang sinasaan. Ngunit ang mga larawan na ito, isang maikling komposisyon gaya ng salaysay at kwento ay nagsasaad ng paksa. Ang paksa ay tinatawag din natin. Ang mga ito, sapagkat ito nagmumula sa mga magbasa kung ano ang magiging epekto ng kilos ng isang karakter sa kwento. Nobela at salaysay. Bawat talata, salaysay o kwento ay may sariling paksa. Kaya naman, ito ang ating pag-aaralan. Halaga rin ang pagkakala sa mga datos na tekstong binabasa para sumikip na sa pag-unawa at pagtukoy ng paksa.
On the other hand, Teacher Grace used an inductive teaching method during the presentation of the lesson, as she gives her students with 2 different short paragraphs along with a set of structured questions, empowering them to engage in by scrutinizing the short paragraphs in line with the provided guide questions.
Basahin!
Ay magbigay pa nga ng karagdagang salita ng payak. Pag-uri ng payak. Nasa kayari ang payak. Yes, Erin.
Itim.
Itim. Di ba ano ba yung pag-uri? Salita? Nilalarawan. Anong nilalarawan niya? Pangalan o panghalip o yes, Alphonse. Ilaw, yes. Okay, next, inuulit. Mag-isip ng mga salita, mga pang-uri na inuulit. Yes, Shirley. Lagi-lagi. Lagi-lagi. Butok-butok.
Development of the lesson. As we observe, Teacher Grace employs the inductive method, initiating the lesson with examples to help students independently grasp the problem. Rather than providing direct explanation, she encourages active participation, prompting students to answer questions and engage in discussions. Progressing through the lessons, the teacher builds on examples, guiding students to discern general principles and concepts. Generalization, closure, and drawing insights. In this part, we have seen that the teacher employs a dynamic approach that integrates both inductive and deductive methods in the learning process. Through inductive teaching, the teacher encourages students to generalize concepts by actively engaging in discussions and presenting exercises that draw insights from the lesson. This method is complemented by deductive techniques where the teacher guides students through the lesson, clarifies concepts, and reinforces understanding through questioning and collective responses.
Enrichment, application, fixing skills. Deductive method of teaching. Based on what we observed, the teacher in this section created a group activity to ensure that the students understood the lesson. After the story reading, Teacher Grace gave each group a set of questions for them to answer. These exercises added to a more comprehensive and enjoyable learning environment. Assessment, evaluation. Deductive method of teaching. After the discussion, the teacher prepared a short quiz. The teacher has created a quick quiz to see if the pupils have retained what they have learned from the lesson. Agreement, assignment. Inductive method of teaching. In this part, Teacher Grace gives assignment to the learners. Students can put what they have learned in the class into practice and reinforce it via assignments.
Are the learning principles applied by the teacher appropriate with the nature of the learners and learning conditions?
The teachers applied learning principles align effectively with the learner's nature and current conditions. Fostering an environment enhances comprehension, engagement, and overall successful educational outcomes. It helps learners to get what they need to learn, and it provides a conducive learning for them. Teacher Grace also applied variety of teaching strategies to become more efficient and effective for the learning of the children.
Did you observe passive learners? If yes, what might be the reason why they are passive or silent?
Yes, we observe that such passive learners may be silent due to factors such as lack of confidence, fear of judgment, disinterest, learning styles, and language barriers that hinder active participation. As future teachers, we must consider implementing strategies that foster a supportive and inclusive learning environment. Encourage participation through various means such as written responses, small group discussions, and nonverbal activities.
Are the communication strategies used by the teacher appropriate to the level of the learners? Justify your answer.
Yes, the teacher's communication strategies are appropriate for her students' level due to tailored clarity, engaging methods, and adaptability. Teacher Grace provided a clear articulation of the objectives that aligns with her students' understanding, entertained various questions, and gave constructive feedback to them. She also controls her voice depending on the volume of noise coming from the students. With these communication strategies, it made Teacher Macapagal's class a well-organized and interactive learning environment.
If you are the teacher, what possible learning principles and strategies would you apply to elicit meaningful learning? As future teachers, we would apply the two principles of learning we have observed. First, learning is an active process as it involves engagement, critical thinking, and application by learners. Additionally, learning is cooperative and collaborative, emphasizing interaction with peers, sharing ideas, and joint problem solving. This dynamic approach enhances understanding and encourages a supportive environment, fostering effective learning experiences, and learning is a cooperative and collaborative process.
Learning is an active process. That is the principle we found to be the most important. This is because active engagement and participation in the learning process promote deeper understanding and retention. For instance, based on our observation, students engaging in group discussions ponder not only their understanding but also cultivates collaboration and critical thinking. Our observations from Teacher Macapagal's class serve as a valuable reminder of the multifaceted role of teachers play in the field. This underscores the importance of being flexible and adaptable in our approach to education. As future teachers, it will be crucial for us to recognize and implement a wide range of communication and teaching strategies.
In conclusion, teachers can meet the different requirements of their students by adopting a range of strategies such as integrating technology and using interactive and experiential learning approaches. As Lev Vygotsky stated, the teachers must adopt the role of facilitator, not a content provider. Thus, teachers should build rich learning environment that equip students for the challenges of the future by encouraging adaptation and keeping student-centered emphasis.